Here are my 10 takeaways from Week 13. Coming in number 10, Haynes King still deserves a trip to New York. Despite his team success faltering down the stretch, he should really be a Heisman finalist. To recognize the type of season he had, what he means to this team, what he means to this program, I think he deserves it. Headed into rivalry week, there are more deserving playoff teams than there are playoff spots. I'm talking about Miami and Vanderbilt and BYU and Utah, all on the outside looking in right now. Teams with 2 or fewer losses that feel like they deserve to be in. Even given the circumstances, this is an awful season for Syracuse. Yes, they had some key injuries to key positions, but the schedule is not as tough as it looked on paper at the start of the year, and they haven't even been competitive down the stretch here. If there were a few more encouraging close losses, it might be a different story, but to come out of this one 3-9 looking as awful as they did, that's a really bad year. November, Nebraska is an actual problem now. We are in year 3 of the Matt Rhule experience, and Nebraska is 2-9 in the month of November with several baffling losses to opponents that they are better than. Yes, there's circumstances to consider this year, but the overall sample size, 2-9 in the month of November, that's really, really awful. I've said this before, but Frank Reich needs to get a serious look at head coach for Stanford. I don't know what the other options are that are out there that they have on the table. Maybe there's a better candidate, but he at least deserves a look with how successful Stanford's been able to perform this year relative to their expectations. Ignore the photo of Caleb Williams, but like it or not, 2025 is still a positive step for USC. They showed more defensive progression. The offense got back on their feet this year. They can still have a successful season, finish with double-digit wins. Lincoln Riley is starting to right the ship. It's just a matter of whether or not this fan base is patient enough. Nevada and Tulsa are examples of why college football is just different. Neither one of these teams had any shot of a bowl game a couple of weeks ago or any reason to get up off the mat and compete, and yet both are on 2-game winning streaks now. They've gotten up, they've performed, they're just doing it for the love of the game. They're building memories. These seniors are rallying around their team. They're playing for the guy next to them. James Madison's only hope for a playoff bid is American Conference chaos this weekend. The committee has delivered a clear message. They prefer any American Conference candidate over James Madison. There's currently a 2-loss Tulane that's ranked over them, so they need Tulane to lose. They need North Texas to lose. They probably need Navy to lose too, because right now the committee looks at their resume and just doesn't think it's good enough to measure up. Wisconsin made the right decision with Luke Fickell. They give him another year, and given the circumstances of this crazy coaching cycle and how strong Wisconsin's finishing the season here, a couple of ranked wins late in the year, it feels like there's some instant gratification here. A deep breath for Wisconsin fans. This season, yes, is over, but there's some momentum for next year. The stage is set for a cataclysmic rivalry weekend. There are 9 top 10 teams that go on the road. There is chaos lying around every corner. The picture looks nice and pretty right now. There's a chance things could get seriously shaken up this weekend, and I, for one, am extremely excited about it.